morning, folks. Look how dark it is. I haven't made a blog for ages because of the way things have been. So this morning I just thought I'd like to update you on my adventures. Going into town this morning to get what hair I've got left cut. I'd like to keep it really short for two reasons. One, it reminds me of that picture of Robert Johnson, seeing as he was most serious. So am I. The other reason is because I'm fucking losing it. Simple as that. So, with that in mind, I'm walking to the station. Now, I've had 3 days of workmen in the flat, putting in a wet room, like a walk-in shower, taking the bath out and all that. I have to say, I was dreading it. People in the other flat said, "Oh, do you make a mess? The noise is terrible, all this." Well, the guys that come to mind were fucking great. Really professional, quiet. Didn't make that much mess. So I'd like to thank those guys, and they did it. Brought it in 3 days. So I had my first shower in it last night. By this morning, sort of getting my head around it. It was fucking fantastic. I could walk up and down in the shower and everything. If I get these new inserts for my shoes, I'll be doing it. Fucking singing in the rain, I think, in there. Oh, look at that. That's great, though. I always like to look at that. Anyway, I've been here really getting into some fucking serious what is it? Fucking hell, when I lived there a year, I've got Alzheimer's already. Some serious revised history. I thought I wouldn't learn nothing new the time I've been studying it, but I really have. And it's so difficult to talk about this part of history. I'll be back in a sec. Here we are, heading into the station. It's getting a bit lighter now. What we can hear is the sound of coughing and texting. Right, time's train. Let's walk up here. I've got 5 minutes to wait. this station. Can't help thinking how lucky I am living where I live. Could have been so fucking different, you know. I love living on my own, it's fantastic. It's really great. I get to do what I want when I want. Don't watch the TV. Except for Strictly Come Dancing, of course. All the places she could have sat in here and she come right fucking next to me. Just can't help it, I'm a woman magnet. So I've got time to have a special cigarette just before this kicks in. Should we go for it? Yes. I'll have a special cigarette before I get on the train. Hello folks, I've had my haircut and I'm now coming up Mathew Street. I thought, because it's quite empty, which is very rare, I would show you. What it looks like. This is the Cabin Club. There you go. It looks great, doesn't it? There's the police. The Cabin pub, and now we're going to have a look at the statue of John Lennon. Let's see there. It's alright, mate.
That's alright, kid. I got all day.
There you go. Isn't that cool? This is a statue of John Lennon. I don't know if you can see in the bricks here, there's names of bands. I'll just show you this now. I don't know whether I'm getting this alright. I'll bring that out a bit so you can see. Goes right up, look. See? There, see? His name's up there. And it goes right past the statue of the said Mr. Lennon. And carries on. The whole thing. I remember some of these bands, I can, you know. I never went to see none of the early ones that's on here. There's Paul Rodgers been on there, Wilson Pickett. Remember them, Nazareth? Can't remember what it was they sang. I've seen those live years ago. Chuck Berry. Years ago when I used to play, I was in a band and we played in a pub round here, and she was playing in Liverpool with a band, and she came in and got up with us, and she really could play the bass. I was amazed. Freddie Starr, oh there we go, Georgie Fame. Saw him, he was on playing keyboards for Van Morrison once when I saw him. Argent. Hold your head up, folks. The Zombies. Great singer. The demo, whose name I can't remember. Colin Blunstone. Fantastic album out a few years ago. Jimmy Page. Robert Fripp. Now, whether all these people have played down here, I don't really know. Some of them just going to be stuck on here anyway. See, it goes all the way. I like names like Rick and the Delmonts. Yeah. They go right up, see? So that's this is making noise, I'm sorry about that. So that's it, a little look down Mathew Street, look. Now what we're going to now is the shop where I buy my natural tobacco. Because I've done a post on this on Facebook actually. There are 4,000 chemicals in a cigarette. So as I say, fuck that for a game of soldiers. Now, we're down Castle Street, I think it is this. And we're now going to walk over to... We're in the right place, let's see. This is Victoria Street here, that crosses that, there's the sign over there, see? I'm sure this shop here, this one, used to do school uniforms and all that kind of stuff. And it was quite a posh shop, I think. If anyone remembers what it is, tell me. Going up here now. All these buses, they're not as good as the old ones. That's called Union Court. I'm looking at places here. I've walked down loads of times. I have no idea where they are or what they are. That looks nice. Like that. I love the sounds of the town early in the day. Like it's 20 to 10 in the morning. So that's pretty... I'd usually be on my way home from town, but today I've got to do this. That nice at the top of there. Buses, they're all so different to what they used to be. So this is Cook Street we've just walked up. What we need to do now, we need to